Hey guys, I hope you're all fine and happily creating. This is a video about calligraphy, and because this is the first video in the series, so we'll be learning about the basics of calligraphy in this video. Before actually going on to the paper, I would just like to tell you that there are 9 basic strokes in calligraphy. And once you have practiced these 9 basic strokes, it is going to be super easy for you to write anything in calligraphy. And there's a trick in calligraphy. The trick is that whenever you are coming downwards in your writing, like if you are writing a T and you are writing like this and you come downwards, so while you're coming downwards you have to exert more pressure. So when you exert more pressure, you will get a thicker stroke. And whenever you are going upwards, for example, you are writing a P, so when you are writing a small p and you are coming downwards like this, so this one would be your thicker stroke. And when you go upwards to make the loop of the p, so in the upwards stroke you have to make it a bit thinner, so you don't have to apply any pressure when you're going up in your writing. This is the basic rule of calligraphy. Whenever you come down, just apply more pressure so that you get a thicker stroke, and whenever you go up, just do not apply any kind of pressure so that you get a thinner stroke. And with this rule you will be able to write everything and anything. And the 9 basic strokes that exist, they are also quite simple. Once you practice all of them, it will be really very easy for you to do any kind of calligraphy. So without wasting any time, let's go on to the paper.
So are you guys ready with a notebook and a few pens? Let's get started with calligraphy basics. These are the basic strokes which we are going to learn today, and I have named them here for you. This is the upstroke, which is slightly thinner because we did not apply any pressure in this. This is the downstroke, which is a thicker one. This is an upturn. The upturn is made up of the upstroke and the downstroke together. So we go up and slightly turn and then come downwards, making the downstroke. So that becomes an upturn. The reversible of this is the downturn. And if you combine both of these, we get a complex turn. Next is the ascending loop, which is used in letters like P and H, and then we have the descending loop, which is used in letters like J. So we come downwards and then we slightly go upwards, forming a J. This is the 8th stroke, that is called the oval, and this is the comma dot. So these are the 9 basic strokes that we are going to learn about. There's also this myth which everyone believes in, that if you have a bad handwriting, you can never do calligraphy. And this is something that is very wrong, because look, this is my cursive handwriting and this is my calligraphy, which, like, both of these are entirely different. So you need not worry if you have a bad handwriting, you can still be an excellent calligrapher. These are the basic strokes which I have elaborated once again, and now we'll be writing them together. So let's get started. I have the Tombow pens with me to write these, and you can take any brush pen, you can even take any pen or pencil that works for you. So beginning with the upstroke, let's make an upstroke that is going to be a thin line like this. So this is the upstroke. Once again, this is the upstroke, which is quite thin. This is the upstroke. You can have any slant with the horizontal, like you can also make it like this, or you can make it like this, but the upstroke has to be thin. The basic thing is that you can have it in any direction, the line can be in any direction, but it has to be thin, and that is an upstroke. When you come downwards, you have to make it thicker. So when we are coming downwards, we draw it something like this. So this is the downstroke, the downstroke, the downstroke. The third is the overturn. So in overturn, we start with a thin line and then slightly turn and then get a thick line. This is the overturn. Let's do it once again. This is the overturn. So here we were going up and here we are coming down. This is what the overturn is. Now practicing the underturn. It is something like this. once again. It is something like this. So here we were coming downwards and here we are going up. So this is the underturn. So these are the 4 basic strokes which we have learned till now: the upstroke, the downstroke, the overturn and the underturn. Now moving on towards the ascending loop. The ascending loop is something that is used in letters like P and H. This is the ascending loop. Now it can have different styles. Your ascending loop can be like this. It can be, like this. But the basic thing is that the line that goes upwards has to be thin, and the one that comes downwards, making the main line of the P, has to be thicker. This is the ascending loop. So here we were going up and we were coming down. Now we learn the descending loop, which is used in letters like J. So we come like this, we come like this, go like this. This is the descending loop. So here we were coming downwards, so we had a thicker line, and then we went upwards, so we have a thinner line. So these are the 6 strokes which we have learned till now. Now we are going to learn the complex turn, which comes right here, which is a combination of these 2 strokes. It is called as the complex turn, and it is something like this. I'm going to draw it. You begin with a thin stroke, continue with a thicker stroke, and then again we get a thin stroke. This is what a complex turn is. It is a combination of these 2. So you go up, you come downwards, and then you again go up. This is what the complex turn is. Writing it once again, it is like this. It is used in letters like X. This is what a complex turn is. So the upstroke, the downstroke, the upturn, the downturn, the underturn, the complex turn, and we have the ascending loop, the descending loop. The descending loop can also have different styles when you write it. Like we had this different style of writing an ascending loop. Similarly, you can write the descending loop also in a different style. Like you can write it like this. It can be in any style, but the basic principle has to be the same. Now we come towards the 8th stroke, that is the oval. So the oval, the thing you have to keep in mind is that the oval has to start from here. So it goes something like this, thickens, and then comes like this. You should never start an O from this point. Like if you started from this point, you will get something like this. Okay, so which is not the correct way of writing it. So we always have to start it from here. Let's do it once again. It goes like this. This is what an oval is. Let's do it one more time. Okay, it can have different styles, like you can write it like this. You can have any kind of angle with the horizontal, but the basic thing has to be the same. Now we have the last stroke, and that is called as a comma dot. So a comma dot is basically half of an oval. If you do this half, then what we get is a comma dot. It is something like this. This is what a comma dot is. You begin with a thick stroke and then end on a thinner stroke. Now you must be wondering, where do we use it? So we use it mostly with the letter O only. So when you write it like this, when you write an O like this, you use a comma dot here to complete it. This is what an O is. So these are the basic strokes which we have learned today.
So I hope you learned a lot today, and I hope the principles were easy for you to understand, and I have tried to make it super easy for you. And this is the basic thing, like whenever you are coming down, just exert more pressure, and whenever you're going upwards in your writing, just exert less pressure for the thinner and thicker strokes. And that is pretty much it. Like this sums up everything. And if you have learned this, if you have learned the practice of making thick and thin strokes, I think you'll be able to do calligraphy in a very nice way. And there are just 9 strokes, so if you practice just one stroke per day. Even then you will be able to complete all of them within 10 days. So I hope that you liked this video, and if you felt like there could be some improvement in it, or there could be a different way for me to explain this to you, just let me know in the comment section, or you can drop me a message also. And if you like this video, also share it with your friends, and we'll be meeting in the next videos where we'll be talking more about the subject. We'll be talking how to join the letters, how to have different angles and different font styles in calligraphy. And this is an art that is like many people dream of becoming calligraphers, not full-time calligraphers, but yeah, people like to learn that. In fact, this is one of the most frequently asked questions to me, that how can we do this, because we have got brush pens, and how can we start this. So I think this video will be pretty much useful for you, and just practice a lot, because practice is going to make things easy for you. Practice is going to give you that edge over everything. And I just hope you liked this, and this is beneficial. I just hope it is beneficial for you, and just practice a lot and keep creating. We'll meet in the next video where we'll be discussing about how to do brush calligraphy with a paintbrush or a pencil and various other stationery. So till then, bye bye and take care.